first calls for a reservoir were like after World War II, the 50s and 60s. 70s, we didn't have any drought, and then we had some dry periods in the 80s, and the drought in 95 really kick-started the whole move toward building the reservoir. And so between 1995 and when they started construction in 2002, it was only 7 years. So 3 droughts, 95, 99, 2002, that's what really pushed this project along. Well, reservoirs usually are very destructive structures because they're usually built in river valleys or creek valleys that flooded. It destroys the wetlands, the mature forests. It provides a barrier to fish migration. Fish can't swim up and down. But this type of dam is the least environmental impact. It's an off-stream pump storage reservoir.
The reservoir is designed for a 90-day supply of water, and that was determined to be sufficient for the drought of record. We're able to fill the reservoir with water from the creek when there's enough water in it, and then when there's insufficient water in the creek, we use the water out of the reservoir instead of the creek. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. Another opportunity to use the reservoir is after a winter storm event where we get a lot of salt on the roads. All that salt gets into the creek, and same thing. When the water is dirty, we can use the reservoir. There is a fabric that's on top and bottom, above and below the liner, just to protect it. As we built the reservoir, they put a layer of non-woven fabric, then they put down the liner, then they put down more fabric, and then they put soil on top of that. Then they put the concrete mat on top of the soil. This was laid down, sewn up, and then injected with concrete. And on top of the concrete, they put the rock.
The reservoir has been operational for, it's April now, for 8 years. And the city saved about $1.5 million in savings of not buying expensive water from elsewhere, and there's been no drought emergencies. I like to mountain bike up there, I go run, or even during the winter I cross-country ski. There's a nice network of trails. So I did a little economic analysis before this was built. Looked at the economic benefits of water supply and recreation, and by far the recreation benefits to the adjacent residents, like if you live here, are about 10 times larger than the water supply benefits. I think that's the reason why the reservoir ended up getting built, because we have a park now instead of 200 more homes.
So I've been in Newark since 1983, and that's a lot longer than this reservoir has been here. What I like about it is that it does bring a lot of people in the community out here. It's free. I love being by the water. There's some beautiful nature that comes around. You can see deer and ducks and all kinds of interesting waterfowl. You can watch the towers over there on the campus. Go, watch the sunset over there. It's really beautiful. So it's a great way to exercise.